Hello everyone and welcome to my new video of how to make your own Discord bot in Python. So let's get started. So guys, in today's video we'll be seeing how we can do error handling in Python. So let's right get into it. So guys, while creating this bot you must have encountered tons of errors like missing required parameters or no such command found. So let's go through them once. So I just ran my bot, and in the last video we made one poll command. So let's say I just call my poll command and I do not pass any parameter. Then if you notice, we'll get tons of errors regarding missing required arguments. So how can we encounter them? Like, we do not want our terminal to be showered with errors. So for that purpose, I just made one cog, and it was just the basic framework. And this cog is related to my event functions. Like, all the event functions will be done in this cog. So I just moved my on ready command in this cog as well. So let's create one another function which will be for my error handling. So I'm going to say my commands.cog.listener, and I'm going to say my async def on command error. So this on command error function will be called whenever a certain error is thrown by the API. So what I'll do is I'll just pass myself ctx, and third will be my error. So third will be my error instance. So now in order to check the instance of the error, like what is the specific error, then what I'll say is I'll say if my is instance, and I'll just pass my error, and I have got the error. Now the instance of the error would be commands.errors.missing required argument. So I'll just copy this, and we can write it manually as well, obviously. That I'll just copy this, and if the instance of the error is this, then what I want to do is I want to send something to my ctx. Ctx is just my context again. So I'll just say you are missing required arguments. You can put this in an embed, and obviously you can just say delete after as well. It's according to you. I'm just showing it to you, for the reference. So we can say you're missing required arguments and delete after 5 seconds. Now, one most important thing, make sure to say else raise my error. So what will happen is if the error is not this one, like commands.error.missing required arguments, then it would not do anything. So we need to say else raise error. So this will just raise the error, and we can do error handling again to encounter the error. Now let's try running the bot. Okay, so the bot is running now. If I say my poll and I do not pass any arguments, then it will just say you are missing required arguments, and it will obviously be deleted after 5 seconds. So it should be now, yeah, it's deleted. Okay, so that's what we wanted. Now let's say we say some command which does not exist. Now obviously such command won't exist. Then it will again show an error in the terminal. So it says that command not found. So obviously we can again copy this, and we can create an elif statement in our event.py cog. So I'm going to say elif my is instance of my error is my commands.error the command not found. Then I'm going to say await ctx.send no such command found. We can obviously leave a line and say you can type help for more info, like you can type help, like whatever the prefix is plus help for more info. So that will do the work. Now we haven't made one well-defined help command. We'll be doing that in future or so videos. Many of you must have made it by themselves. It is really easy to make one. But yeah, you can do that. So it will just say no such command found. You can type help for more info. And in the current scenario, like if you move to your bot.py, then we have remove the help command. So if you want to see the default help command, then you can just remove it for a while or so. It's according to you. So yeah, we'll be making one help command by ourselves with a beautiful embed to make it more attractive. I'll just kill the terminal, rerun the bot. Now I'll just type any name which does not exist. Yeah, so there's no such command, and it says no such command found. You can type help for more info. And it would be way better if you use an embed for this. So yeah, now there would be one more problem. Like let's create one command. So you need not to make this command. I'm just showing it for demonstration purpose. So I'm just gonna demonstrate you what type of error you could face. So I'm gonna say async def toss. So this is just a command which is not really of use since we are not creating one economy system, but I'm just gonna display something. So I'm gonna say ctx and my amount. So amount will be my integer type, so I'm just defining the type, and I'm gonna set it equal to maybe 100 by default. And I'm just saying await my ctx dot send, and I'm gonna send my amount. So obviously this do nothing, but yeah, we're just trying it out. So I'm just gonna kill the terminal and run this again. So I can just call my toss command and I can pass any amount. So it just sends the amount. So this is not really of use, but let's say this requires an integer as we mentioned here. Like this requires an integer, and if I pass something like a string and integer mix, whatever we say it, then it will just throw an error that commands.errors.bad argument converting to int failed to the parameter amount. So we can create an error handling for this as well. As you must have figured, the process is exactly the same. So we can just copy this and we can say is instance my error, and I'll just pass my bad argument thingy. Then I'll say my await ctx.send. Now this will be an F string. So what I'll say is I'll say wrong data type passed, or data type passed is wrong, is invalid, I can say. And I'll just leave one line and I'll just pass my string version of my error. So this will be my error. So I'm just passing the string of it so that we can, provide more detail of what the problem was. So I'll just rerun the bot again. And I'll say my toss, and let's say I pass something like this stuff, which is not really integer. Then it says data type passed is invalid, converting to integer failed for the parameter amount. So the amount was to be passed, which was to be integer, but it cannot be converted into integer. You can maybe pass it into code blocks, like you can just say here this and this. Now this will pass just a code block. Now in the basic.py, let's say I want to pass one boolean. So I'll just say true or false. Boolean can be anything, or maybe we can remove it for now. Now I'll just remove this, run the bot again. Now I'll just say my toss, and let's say I passed true. Now as you can see, and it prints true because the conversion of true into boolean was succeeded. But now if I say my toss and some like something anything, then it will just say data type passed is invalid. Now this is not recognized as boolean option. Now this cannot be converted into boolean. So this will give just a glimpse to the user like what actually was to be done. And we can create one help command as well to provide more aid to the user regarding the functions. I've given plenty full of information regarding the error handling. Obviously, you can use try except, but it's a bit uncanny to use try except for everything. So we can use this on command error to shorten your code and provide better efficiency. So I hope that if you all face any error regarding as such in the future, then you can obviously do error handling like this and like the way I showed. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, subscribe and share for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.